The forecast with Brian Miskimins.
And good Saturday evening to you. Hope you had a nice Saturday. We saw some pretty good sun breaks out there. Also some pretty good downpours. If you got caught under one of them, you know what I'm talking about. They were coming down pretty good. Tomorrow, I think everybody sees widespread rain. In fact, just in the past hour or two, I've really updated this forecast because beginning to see signs this storm that's offshore is really beginning to pick up speed, and you'll see why here in a second. So I think if it's not raining in the morning when you get up, it will be shortly. So rain at times, especially through the morning hours. We may get a bit of a break between about 10 and noon, and then at noontime to about 3 o'clock, that's when the heaviest rain starts to move in. We'll see those breezes really start to kick up, and that's when we're going to really see just kind of a stormy fall day, and we could wrap up the day, believe it or not, with some thunder showers. So really, it's just going to be one of those days to pay attention to the sky. Downpours and sun breaks, that pretty much sums up the day. Bob O'Brien sending this picture in from Walport. Thanks so much, Bob, for sending that one in. It was one of those classic Northwest days, and boy, because of that, temperatures really held down. 66, all the better we could do in Portland, 67 for Salem and Eugene, 64 for Medford, east of the Cascades, 54 in K Falls, and 57 in Burns, and 75 the warm spot there at the Dalles. Just a few lingering showers now heading up to the mountains of south central Washington, east of Battleground. Otherwise, everybody else starting to dry out. The next attention getter, though, right off the Oregon coast here, and it's moving in very quickly. Impressive, really, for late September standards. If this were December, it would be just another storm. However, we are only September 21st, and tomorrow is officially the first day of fall. And right behind this front, a lot of wind and also cool showers really going to remind us that it is fall and late September. In fact, Raincast illustrates this all quite nicely. I'm going to pause this tomorrow morning. Right about 8 o'clock, there's that first band of rain that we just saw on radar. I think in the next 8 hours, it's over us by the time we get into the 8 o'clock hour. Maybe a little bit of a break in the mid to late morning. And then as we go into the noontime hour, you see the next heavier bands start to move in. And I think as we go probably between about 5 and 7 tomorrow, we'll begin to see some sun breaks. And because of those sun breaks, we could, believe it or not, see some thunder showers once again in the afternoon. And then Monday starts mainly dry, and then we increase those showers once again in the afternoon. And the same goes for Tuesday. So it's going to be one of those next few days really going to remind us that it is fall. And in fact, Tuesday afternoon looking rather wet and cool. The other big story tomorrow is really the wind. This is the projected wind gust map that I use. These are probably overdone a little bit. I'd say more on the tune of 30 to 35 mile an hour wind gusts tomorrow, but in general, you get the idea. It's going to be a good day to be inside, maybe reading a book or taking in a movie. So let's break down the forecast out along the coast and the valley. Rain increasing, windy, gusts of 35 here in the valley, gusts 50 to 60 miles per hour out along the coast. Central and eastern Oregon, clouds on the increase, rainy and breezy in the afternoon. 70 for the Dalles and Pendleton. Rain and wind increasing in the gorge. West winds gusting there to 40 miles per hour. Rain and wind developing in the Cascades. The snow level 7,000 feet. However, that comes down to 6,000 feet as we go into Monday. So that means Timberline, you guys are going to see some snow come Sunday night and Monday. Rain increasing and windy in the metropolitan area. 60 to 63 generally tops us out. Much of the day core, we're going to only be in the upper 50s to right about 60. So it's going to be a very raw first day of fall. Your 7-day forecast. Don't lose hope, don't lose heart, because at the end of the 7-day, there's some light at the end of the tunnel, you might say. Thursday and Friday look to be our sunniest and driest days. And Saturday, we're going to have to watch Saturday and the next weekend very closely. In fact, somebody was asking me earlier tonight, what does it look like going into October? And at this point, it looks like we could actually get another big ridge of high pressure over us towards the beginning of next week for warmer and drier weather.
Believe it when I see it. All right? Rain is here, man.